Aquí en Los Ángeles utilizaron una casa de 125 años de edad de la época victoriana y otras ubicadas en el vecindario de Highland Park.
We've been led here. We don't know why we've been led here. Carl is psychic, and we think he's communicating with Elise. And through a series of events, we're just following our noses. A clue, we go. Now this has been another clue, and we find ourselves at this house at night, and which smells of death and is very creepy, and we don't know what's going to happen or why we're here. I do think that any aspect of film satisfies some kind of vicarious need in us to express things or to feel things, and a horror film, I don't know, it's something very basic and primal human beings. I mean, we're geared to be scared as a survival mechanism. And here in our lives, fortunately, we don't have that much to be scared of. So it is this place where you can experience all that. And I think it's really satisfying on that level. If it's a good film, you know, it's really satisfying.
Burn. Mm-hmm. There's someone standing behind.
The houses are often the scariest part about it, but these places that they find are very, very eerie and weird and dark and old and low-ceilinged, and that for me is far scarier. I just think, how could you live in this house? It just, for my sensibility, you know, it's just way too sensitive for it, and more than the ghosts and all those sequences. I mean, they can be a bit scary, but not like the houses are what gets me.
These things are back, Josh. We gotta get out of the house.
No, it's not the house. You know that we've been through this before. They will follow us.
I think what they did was really look at the what was scary about that first film in terms of visually, and sort of take a really great cue from that and put it into a storyline for this.
Maybe Foster's somewhere. You gotta smell it.
When they say action and there's ghosts around me, that's like I start getting scared even when we're not filming, like, and we're in the room and they're all set up for the scene. That's when I start getting scared. But when they say action, that is when I get like really scared, and it's real.
It's okay. It's okay.
I think the enjoyment of getting to play these rich roles and having these high dramatic scenes, I mean, I think it should be fun. You know, I think that's where you do your best work, when you're really engaged and you're having a good time. So I think, you know, James does a great job in keeping the set pretty light.
I didn't realize you guys had spoken this morning. But yeah, that's how I do my readings.
Here's the thing, you know, the thing about James is that he can construct these scares, and he knows this genre, I think, better than anyone, and he's just one of the most creative filmmakers that we have, and certainly, you know, I wouldn't work with him so much if I didn't feel like that, and I'm lucky that he wants to work with me, but he knows the genre inside and out. He knows how to cut it as he's going along. He cuts it in his head. He understands the scares, but more than all that, he loves actors and characters and letting a scene play, and he really relishes that, being able to watch the actors sort of balance, you know, and fight verbally, and really in a scene that in a lot of movies would get cut. Well, you're gonna have a 2-page scene with no stunts, 2 people sitting, good luck with that, you know? And that's the stuff that he relishes, because he understands that in order for people to get invested in these people, these characters, you have to let the characters breathe. You have to hear their story. I know you, don't I?
heard Elise speaking this often, but until this moment, I never was afraid until this very moment.
I don't get into the scares of it all. I get into, you know, those moments that are, you know, I remember watching The Shining for the first time. So certainly that was something, and when I'm beating down a door, I can't help but think, is this my Jack Torrance here? You know, but I think it's trying to make that nod towards those great movies that we love and take our own spin on it.
Still happening.
What is?
Tell us, what does she want?
I went into that place to get our son back, and something evil followed me. Get out of my head!
There's someone standing in front of you. He's talking to you.
What's he saying?
He's got your baby. 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 He's got your baby.
He's got your baby.
Soy Víctor X y me despido desde el bulevar más famoso del planeta. Hasta nuestra próxima edición de 35 milímetros, solo a través de la señal de Venevisión Plus.